Yo, what's up, my peoples? This is ADG, aka AntDaGamer. And I forgot to say, yo, what's up, aka my A-listers. But y'all get it. Sometimes I want to change up from time to time anyway. So, today we starting off my first video with actually not what you used to seeing on the channel, but as I told you guys, I was going to be doing different things on the channel. I'm not really caring about views. I'm enjoying myself, and I am enjoying speaking my mind artistically and playing games the way I feel, you know, and what I want to play. But I am somewhat keeping people in mind. I'm not making it completely about what I want on my channel. I am thinking about you guys as well. So here's a real life story, and I'm telling this story because number one, as you guys see, this has a little bit to do with wrestling. Number two, it has to do about my followers and subscribers, and I know sometimes people think I be making this stuff up, but I don't. I just don't have people doing what they should be doing on the channel, which is why I decided that I'm gonna at least enjoy this for the way that I want to go. But anyway, number one, I want people to know this before I go and tell the story. This other thing I want to know, actually it's not the number one thing, but something else I want you guys to know is that if I have you on my friends list, if you send me a message and I don't say anything back for a while, it's because I'm a busy person. Like I said, I'm pretty much a single father. You know, I homeschool my daughter now with all this COVID-19 stuff. So, you know, between that, trying to play these games that are basically too long for a grown man, to be honest. I mean, I like it. I understand why people want them long because they want the most gameplay out of their buck, and I understand that. But so, you know, I cut off my notifications also because people sometimes just be saying hey to me because they think they're gonna show up on my video. They want to show up on my video, but they don't want to speak in my comments. So I cut my notifications off because I don't like that. So I noticed that what I would say to me was one of my top elite people. So I put people in a listing. Well, if I see them like in my friends list, you know, and as a subscriber, and I notice that they are commenting and things like that, or if they're like certain people that I know in real life, they go in my list in 3 sections. There's like the next level, there's people that I'm thinking about, then there's the elite, and then there's just randoms. If some of these need to go off the random list though, but this is the way I started doing things because I was trying to enjoy gaming and be a little bit more in touch with people. And as you see, I have a lot of people on my list. Some people dating back to my Twitch days. So they go on that list, and I don't have my notifications on really during a gameplay, so I don't know what you're saying. So I'm chilling though. I'm chilling, just like chilling, you know, sitting around. You know, I'm about to help my daughter with her math test. You know, her math test is pretty much an algebra test, which is crazy as that was. I hate solutions and graphs and all that stuff, but anyway. Then I noticed one of my people that I think is one of the best people on my friends, one of my best followers at that. I noticed they sent me this message, but because we kind of cool, I decided to hit him up. Okay? I hit him up, and his message, his name's Ronan Hustler. If you want to go to his channel, that's cool. Check out his channel. But I also want Ronan to know, and he had another name before that, I can't remember what it was. But I want him to know that if you're watching this video, if you're still on my channel, if you ain't unsubscribed yet, or if you're watching unsubscribe, I want you to know that this video is not really completely about you per se. It's not completely about me per se, but it does have a little bit to do about you. And I'm not completely mad at you, but I am very, very disappointed and a little pissed off at the subject matter. Not you as a person per se, but the subject matter and your thought process and your choices with what went down with me and you today. So I'm trying to be a good friend. He says CM Punk is a real Roman Reigns is better than CM Punk. Anyone that watched my channel, know anything about me, know that I am a very open person. Look at the games I play. I still play WWE 2K20. I know you need to at least know that. I was open to WWE 2K20 when people still trash it. And I'm open to say, well, these are the good things about the game, even though such and such is bad about it. I'm an optimistic person. To me, that's what makes me a good person to review things, because I can see the good even in things that are kind of bad. So I want to say, when I watch wrestling, I watch for the entertainment. I'm not a super fan of anybody, whether it's CM Punk, Roman Reigns, or anything. And you're not going to sit around here and call me a smart, because that's what really pisses me off. Like, don't call me a smart. That's just crazy. And see, it's stuff like this that make wrestling fans look like weirdos to me. There's a lot of wrestling fans making other wrestling fans look bad. So when people look at me, they got all these people out here that take it too far or whatever. And those are the ones that are making the things look bad. I don't care. It's just wrestling, man. It's just wrestling. It's just entertainment. You don't see people going crazy and being so upset over the Avengers. Well, you might have some, but those are the ones you're looking at like, okay, they ruined it for other comic book fans. So I just nicely said Roman is itch-racing like hell, because he is. Yeah, I've been surprised by how much I like Roman Reigns like lately. And if you follow me on my Twitter, I even mention it. Like, whoa, Roman really doing it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he really doing it right now. Like, he's really in this heel character and doing a good job as a heel. But before that, before the last 2 weeks, Roman was an afterthought. Let's just be real. Let's just be real. He was. So, but demolish someone because they're not active is like disrespecting legends and alumni, is what I said. Because CM Punk, though he is an asshole, CM Punk is one of the best on the mics, one of the best in the ring. Before he even got to WWE, he was known. Unlike Roman Reigns. And once again, it's not me saying that I don't like Roman Reigns, because Roman Reigns he's been pretty good. He's decent. I just don't think it's right that Roman over the last couple of weeks decided to call out CM Punk. But it's probably like another match that he want to have anyway. He probably even hates CM Punk as much as people think that he do. It's probably another swerve, another storyline, and then Ronan, you up here up on your friend, which is me at the time, getting upset over my opinion. But let me keep on going. That would include, so disrespecting, that would be like disrespecting legends and alumni, because that would include his father and his family. So that's saying anyone that's not active. So CM Punk's not active now, right? He's not active. So I get his point of being irrelevant, but at the same time, it's kind of disrespectful. You don't gotta like him, but you gotta respect what the man did. And Ronan, you ain't gotta respect, you don't gotta like what I'm saying, but you gotta respect that I'm coming from a decent place with what I'm saying. It makes sense what I'm saying. So that means any active people. So that's like disrespecting Trish Stratus and saying Trish is not irrelevant, or Alundra Blaze, for example, because she like to talk trash a little bit on Twitter too, and say Medusa, Alundra Blaze is not irrelevant. She's nothing. If someone like Dana Brooks says she's irrelevant, Dana just had 2 or 3 matches, even if it wasn't Dana, if it was Charlotte Flair, if it was Sasha Banks, that's just wrong. CM Punk's an ass, but your statement is Roman Reigns is better than CM Punk. So, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, I went off the thing there. I hit the wrong thing. He replied to me, well, I'll debate with you with a strong point against the statement why he's better than CM Punk. CM Punk looks like a junkie. He's not physically in good shape to be a superstar. Don't be a smart mark. And at that point, Ronan, you pissed me off. You pissed me off because let me tell you, bro. Ronan. CM Punk. Number one, I don't like people. You made it personal. You call me a mark, not a smart, a mark. You call me a mark. Don't be a smart mark. So now you're being personal. We're supposed to be friends and you're getting personal. You don't do that with your friends. And you see, I do watch your channel from time to time, and I notice you go in and out with certain people all the time. And this is probably why. It's because sometimes you just don't you don't come across the way you should, and the way you speak too passionately about things, and then sometimes you don't explain why you're doing the things you're doing, and you jump the gun. You think that you take things too personally, and then before you know it, people don't even want to speak with you. So you made it personal. I didn't make it personal. You did the minute you said, "Don't be a smart mark." Okay? So, but let's go into the debate of why he's better. He looks like a junkie. So now looks matter in wrestling because Roman Reigns is a big person. It's a problem. So you're saying anybody who's skinny, small, slim, whatever shouldn't be in wrestling because he's someone small, they're not physically in good shape to be a superstar? That's just going off of appearance, and it's not enough basis. We're going off, if you're going off the basis of CM Punk, day one, his wrestling career, comparing it to Roman Reigns' wrestling career, how can you say that he's that much better? And even so, even if Roman Reigns was better, you saying CM Punk is not in good shape, you don't have enough basis on that. Why? Because he lost because he lost all his matches to UFC? What is it? What makes CM Punk? Because someone looks like a junkie. Some wrestlers are ugly. That mean they don't deserve to be on TV. That's just wrong thinking. That in itself is hateful thinking. You're being hateful and judging this man based upon his looks. Yet you don't want people, it just doesn't make sense. But you want people to just automatically think that Roman is the best because what he's doing now, the past 2 weeks, hell yeah, that shit's been fire. It's been amazing. But let's keep it going. The only reason CM Punk had relevancy in WWE was his fuse with John Cena and Brock Lesnar. No, CM Punk had relevancy because people knew, real wrestling fans knew what he did before he went to the WWE. Not to mention his mic skills, him dropping that bomb, that bomb and more. His matches in ECW coming up. His matches against Jeff Hardy. So much more to CM Punk than John Cena and Brock Lesnar. If you play 2K games or any WWE games, you played the showcase. That's just a brief little. You would know it's so much more. You would know it was so much more. So I went on and told him, you know, I don't hate on any superstar. I said he's interesting again, which I did say at the beginning. I even used to say that to Roman before his cancer speech. When people was hating on Roman with his cancer speech, I was in the house like, man, I hate that people have so much disrespect on Roman. And I used to say it in my videos and stuff. Like, I don't have a big issue against Roman, but to me, he's a little bit overrated. But I don't hate him. But I used to say that all the time. I just don't agree with with his words on Punk. What I said there, what I meant to say, but I put the wrong thing there. What Punk looks like now, or ratings, mean nothing. Definitely looks don't mean anything. What I meant to say there. Both guys deserve respect to me. In ring and mic skills, you can't deny Punk that ever. And I went on to tell him, don't ever call me a smart again, or even think about it. That pissed me off, to be real, and I'm one of the most open, non-hated, non-bandwagon people you will ever know. And then he unfriended me over this. I had a couple more things to say about that. And like I said, it's just criticism. It's not personal attacks. I never once did that to you. So I'm going to summarize this up because I already spent 14 minutes on this dude. If you out there and you're a wrestling fan, or whoever, this is not even just about wrestling. Be open. Be open and debate without name calling, number one. Calling me a smart. Don't make it personal. Stick to facts. Stick to your thoughts of why you do it. Even his thoughts on certain things. But he even also called me a hater, basically, because he said, you tune in to watch him on SmackDown, drawing more ratings based on hate. I don't tune in to SmackDown for Roman Reigns. Lately I have. But before that, I was tuning in because The Fiend, Sasha Banks, Shinsuke Nakamura was one of my favorite superstars, even though he's stuck in the tag team division. John Morrison, for example. There's so much more to SmackDown. That's why they was doing so well even when Roman was gone. People was tuning in then. I don't know why you think the only reason I tune into SmackDown is because of Roman Reigns. I admit now, yeah, I tune in because of Roman, but before that, like previously, before he left, I was tuning in because of Daniel Bryan. The best thing he did back then was his rivalry with Daniel Bryan. Outside of that, I just was trying to respect the man because of what he's been through, and I respect the man because of what he's done and everything else. But like as far as his wrestling skills and his mic skills need a lot of work. Roman Reigns is in a great storyline right now, and his performance in the ring this past Sunday was spectacular, hands down. Never have a problem there. And what the sad thing is, Ronan, I don't even believe you know that I wasn't even hating on Roman. I don't believe you know I wasn't even hating on Roman. I was just standing up for CM Punk because I don't think he deserves to be treated the way he was being treated by Roman and these super Roman fans. People going way too crazy over Roman because they just glad, they so happy now, and they should be. I'm happy for Roman. He's finally getting some respect, long overdue to a certain extent, and he's making some noise. We deserve that as fans because he's been shoved down our throats, to be honest. So we deserve to see him actually doing something that we all can enjoy now. Whether we just a semi-Roman fan like I've been, or you're a super Roman fan like some people are. So with that being said, I'm ending this video. If you watch the majority of this video, thank you so much. It's going to really help my watch time. Ronan, as I said to you, peace. If you still want to be friends later on down the line, I'm fine. It's an open thing. This is wrestling. People take this wrestling too far, make other wrestling fans look terrible. People, don't ever call me a mark, a smart mark, a half mark, a peaceful mark. Don't even think about it. I don't play that mess, man. I'm not a mark to anything, and I never will be. Don't call me anything for that matter. If you're a friend to anybody, whether you're talking to me, whether you're talking to someone next to you right now, a friend down the street, a friend 3 miles away from you, wherever, don't talk to your friends that way. I feel like people in America don't know how to talk to one another. That's the problem. Yo, but with that being said, I got numerous other things I got to worry. I'm about to get back to this gaming. You know, I've been enjoying gaming and screwing the views. Back to that again. So don't forget to visit AntDaGamer.com. That really helps out a lot. You know, helps support and fund the things that I do here on the channel. And yeah, I'll see you guys next show, next video. I'm out of here. Peace.